comprehend how much was going on there. I mean, it is. It's a Super Bowl. It's the freaking.
I watched video of just all the cars coming in.
Watched twice. Yeah. I watch. This is actually coming to fruition. It's actually happening. That is real. So let's get into it. The whole narrative on this. John Jones is the A side in every single facet, whoever he fights. Schaub. Cha-ching. Now, there was a narrative a long time ago that John Jones doesn't sell pay-per-views. Put out maybe by the UFC, that narrative. That's not true, y'all. That is fake news. John is one that will get that out of your vocabulary. John Jones is a major draw. For people saying, oh, he's never been a draw, that's not real. That is a narrative that somebody put out more for his legacy than Aspinall. Because right now, your narrative on Aspinall is, well, he's number one. It doesn't matter. Every fucking facet. And he's earned it. On you, unfortunately, it's on you to come up with some narrative to get... Okay. Fighting the very best in the world. And these fighters, this whole narrative, he's ducking, he's fight Alex. That builds this narrative. It's the real fight than you think. And I think it's going to push the narrative. Of course, the media is going to run with all this bullshit narrative. And John Coffey?
No. We're done.
All right.
Yeah,
Next subject.
He's out.
All right.
We're done.
But have you heard this narrative that if you talk to anybody in prison, like, man, we worry about getting raped and stuff, like butt stuff, they're all like, fuck no, that stuff doesn't go on, man. And they say the whole narrative where guys are, like, as soon as they get in, they're getting fucked by other guys. That whole narrative came from Hollywood directors because a lot of them were gay.
Well, that does make sense, but I still think it probably happened.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In 5 years, he fought 5 times. That's once a year. So then it was it a draw?
Split draw.
Split draw. Mm-hmm. Wow.
So nobody won, nobody lost.
But then I saw Ryan. I saw it.
Moments.
You don't have to play it and slow down your computer. I saw it. I think the narrative out there, and again, online, the narrative, that's what she needs to do. And nobody will take better care of her than Joe Rogan. Mm-hmm. He has no issue. She's aware of it. The issue now and the narrative now that keeps, it's the same thing over. I don't know who the fuck is in her ear. But this narrative of playing victim and I can walk in, I'd be booed. The fuck? No, you are paid to help her control this narrative. And you're mentioning the narrative going on, go, ooh, I know we told you keep doing this. You know what? Let me call Joe Rogan. When you start going down this road of poor me and this narrative of my mouthpiece and concussions, and you go, but here's the problem with the kids today. Also, the narrative of talking down to your elders in DC. Who do you think is going to be able to paint the narrative on you, young man? DC. And what? So now he's on this narrative. Maybe somebody's. I mean, so it's gonna be a problem till they figure it out. They'll figure it out. The narrative that John Jones isn't a big pay-per-view star, that was created by the UFC back in the day. They pushed that narrative. It's just not true. You look at his numbers; it's not true in any facet. Mass Wonder Boy was like, "I'm good."
Yeah.
So he's 6.
He's 6, and he's a top 7.
You want to see
come back like, no. Dana was like, "Please retire."
He did.
You should go on Rogan's podcast.
Yeah, and he went. Look, he went.
Could argue in any facet. I could argue that Cheeto should be next. That Corey Sandhagen could be next, and Marab could be next.
Well,
I can argue for any 3 you want.
So with Cheetah,
I'm gonna ask you a question, man.
yeah,
Did you watch the fights?
I watched every one of them except for the way they won, which I'll go.
What were we doing during that? For the Black Share fight.
The what?
The Black Share?
The Black Share?
Yes.
What's that?
Versus Batista
On the main card?
That's the one fight I may have missed as well.
But I thought you missed. You missed Waylay too, the co-main event.
I did miss Waylay.
So let me get this straight. You only saw the first fight
And the
last?
Yeah.
But you came back because you fucked up, right? But because you came back and
Why?
said you watched the Ian Gary fight, which was in the middle of the card.
Yes, because I can explain that. I was on a plane back from Vegas.
So you were streaming the pay-per-view from your phone?
I had it streamed.
From your phone?
It wasn't on my phone. It was on my phone. It was on my phone.
You're lying.
I'm not lying.
Hey, and I don't care.
I'm not lying.
I don't care.
I'm telling you. I can explain.